Okay, and we're live. You're now tuning into the WHOISROAM Podcast with my lovely host, Towan.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
You know what I'm saying? We out here. It's the first of the month. It's 2022. And yeah, we are officially launching a podcast. In case you didn't hear the name already, it's the WHOISROAM Podcast. And as for what we're going to stand for, I have no idea. We're going to be talking about music, crimes, bitches, drugs, everything. And it's really just about I guess you could say just like both letting you guys know more about us as individuals, but also just bringing light to just what's going on in our area. I feel like in our area we don't really have
nothing going on at all.
Yeah, like if you're a rapper, where can you honestly go to get an interview? Exactly. So it's like
facts.
We're hoping starting this up and we keep it pretty like multicultural. It's like it can be more than just a podcast. Like if you rap maybe and you want to come on here and interview you, like I would love to interview somebody.
Yeah, facts. Not even if you just rap, you know what I'm saying? If you're like a real estate agent like me, you want to come on here, you know what I'm saying? You might want to.
If you got a business and it's worth being talked about in a conversation, which I feel anything is, then yeah, we would gladly interview you. So yeah, moving on from that. My name is Rome. I'm with my co-host Tawan, whatever you want to call him. Tell them about yourself a little bit, man. I feel like people watching may know me a little more than you. So just elaborate.
You know what I'm saying? Real estate agent, new real estate agent this year.
Self-made.
Yeah. Starting to take my art really seriously too.
He's a beast too, by the way.
Yes, sir. Let's just talk a little bit how we met, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
We mutually know each other from our boy Jiraiya.
Yes.
That's his cousin.
That's
my boy from second grade type shit.
Yeah, facts. I forgot you guys knew each other that long.
Yeah.
Dang. Weren't you guys like friends and then you went away and then one day you just come back and then it's like nothing ever changed?
Yeah, nothing ever changed, bro. So yeah. Second grade, we in Beverly City school.
Beverly. Shout out. Dodge City, shout out.
What's it called? Crazy story, bro. Where on my side of Beverly, it's a lot like more white people.
Yeah.
So I used to just hang out with white kids a lot. Mom didn't really want me going.
I didn't even know there was that many white people in Beverly. Keep it a bit.
I feel like, I feel like there's a decent amount.
There's a decent amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just on my side more so. I feel like there's a lot more. So I used to hang out with a lot
closer
of white kids.
to Edgewater, basically.
Yeah, closer to Edgewater. Yeah. So I used to hang out with these white kids, and they were a lot older than me. They were in 8th grade. I was in 2nd grade, nigga. So you know what I'm saying?
Yo, what the
that's how it was.
Yo, kids be having the weirdest dynamic of friendships. It'd be like a 6-year-old riding around with like 14-year-olds, and it's like the one thing you have in common is that we ride bikes.
Yeah.
Like the weirdest shit ever.
Hey, so I was hanging with them. At one time, like something happened, and I think one of the niggas gave me a wedgie, right?
What the fuck?
And I was upset, bro. And mind you, I was a bitch nigga.
Okay.
And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a still sensitive ass nigga. So I was upset, bro. And I told my mom, and my mom was not playing, bro. Like we used to all be in my backyard and shit. She told these niggas to get out, bro. She was not playing with them no more.
Wow. Shout
out
Mom Dukes.
Yeah. So then I go to school. And I remember this so vividly, bro. I feel like I remember everything that really like hits hard for me. We go to school and these niggas walk past me in the hallway and they like snitch, bitch.
What?
Yo,
the white kids?
Yes, bro. They get crazy at me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sensitive ass nigga. So
yeah, so you was fucking with you.
Yeah,
still.
I told my mom again.
Oh my god, no.
And she was like, "You're done with Beverly. We're out of here." So she moved me out of Beverly, bro.
Because of that?
Yeah, she took me out of Beverly school because of that.
So literally wow, I never knew that.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
That's why she took me out.
Wow.
So yeah, I had to say goodbye to Jiraiya and shit like that. Went to Pope John Paul. If you're familiar with the area, that's in Willingboro.
Yeah, so, that's my boy Wayne. He has siblings and they all went there. It's like a Catholic type.
Yeah, Catholic type school, bro. It's a weird vibe.
Very weird vibe.
I don't know why people would want to send their kids to something like that. It's not like a bad school, but it's just like,
I'm gonna be real with you. Lazy parenting calls for like religious schools because they feel as though the thing they would do to you, obviously they don't want to be that person drilling in your head, so it's like let the schools do it.
Yeah,
you know
facts.
what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I feel like that's probably really where your mom was at. She's like, I want my kid to be on a good path. I don't want to be the person that's constantly drilling in his head. So she's like, let the school do it, and I'm sure they did, bro. How long were you there for?
I was there till 7th grade.
So that's second grade to seventh grade.
Second grade to seventh
that
grade.
definitely impacted you.
I was there for a minute.
You made friends?
I did make friends. Yeah.
White
Actually,
friends or black friends?
black friends. There's actually a lot of black kids that go to that school.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh,
so I met a lot of friends that I'm still friends to this day. Like, we ended up going to BCIT together and shit. It was kind of crazy how everything came back around again. So yeah, I went to Pope John Paul, bro, and that shit was kind of ass, bro. You even had you have your regular curriculum, and then you actually had a class for religion, and you had to pass that bitch. And so, I used to be kind of nice at that shit. I'm not gonna lie,
what was it,
bro.
though? Like, what, you read a scripture or something?
Yeah, like they had like a whole like religion textbook, and like you would like kind of like how regular school, like you go through the textbook and you have work or surrounded by it type shit. Like, it's kind of weird how they would even put that, like, make you get graded off of that type shit. Like, what does that do for you for school?
I feel that.
Yeah, but
that is weird.
Yeah, it's weird, bro.
It's almost like they definitely. So, what's your religion as of right now?
Shit, I don't know, bro. I'm not too big on religion, bro.
I feel that. Are you spiritual, or like, what are you? Are you
I definitely believe in God for sure.
I encourage that. I don't like to really speak on religion
on
the
I
internet, because it's like I accept people as anyone, but my advice to anyone, I think spirituality is just the best bet. Reason why spirituality is like finding the balance of the things that you value and still being able to be yourself, because with religion, there's not a lot of room for being yourself. And I feel like anyone who's really into religion knows this.
Yeah.
Like, it's very black and white, and sometimes you want to do drugs and still consider yourself a good person, right?
Yeah.
So it's like religion, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like I rock with spirituality. But shit, man, that's fucking crazy. I never knew she moved you out of the school for that. Like, that's mad interesting. I thought it was just on some like, oh, we're just moving and whoop-de-woo. And it's crazy. I don't know why. I thought you moved somewhere further away.
No,
like, I didn't know you
even
were
move houses, bro.
So
still
the
in
whole
the same
time
house.
you was still in
bro,
Beverly.
My mom didn't want me going
to
on that side of Beverly like that. I mean, I was still a young boy, like second grade. You know what I'm saying? That's some young boy shit.
Nah, you're literally a kid. Nah, that makes sense, because honestly, as kids, school's what makes you see your friends.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're going to a different school and like you're not seeing these homies, you're literally not seeing them. It's not like you're about to link up with your boy after school. Like, that shit, as kids, if you think about it, we didn't do that.
Not at all.
It was almost like I linked up with the people who lived in my neighborhood.
Yeah, like next door type shit.
Even though they weren't my best friends or something in school, it was like after school, the niggas I'm chilling with is the people who's around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone like me, I spent most of my life playing ball with like someone who's like I say, he's probably like 5 years younger than me, 4 years younger than me. And it's like, at the time, you would think that's weird. It's like, you're in 8th grade. Why are you always playing ball with like a 5th grader? But it's like, nigga, he lived across the street from me.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
It
is what it is.
Like,
yeah, like, it is what it is.
So I get that shit. Nah, that's funny as hell. So, all right. I'm recovering, y'all. I'm sorry. No COVID. No Omarion. I don't even know.
Yeah, so
you come from Pope John Paul, come back to Beverly, reunited. It feels
with
so
my
good.
boy, you know what I'm saying?
Tell me about it.
Tall as shit, boy.
Yo,
he came back. I came back there and I was like, yo, this nigga a monster, bro. But it's like, I saw him, he saw me, and we knew, bro. I was like, yo, that's my nigga Jiraiya, bro. And after that, you know what I'm saying? We started hanging out again and talking again and shit. And then I would say I didn't know you until high school.
Nah, literally.
Yeah,
you know what's crazy? Like, I say between, like, you, Jalen, and some of, like, his close friends, like, even Tom and them, like, Jiraiya's a very, like, genuine person. So, like, he always mentions his peoples. Like, he always tells stories of, like, this dude or whoop-de-woo. Like, he would always be like, yo, you remind me of my boy Tamir. And, like, I never knew none of these people. He'd be like, yo, you and my boy Towan, and we'll get along so well. And I'd just be like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I don't think it was till, like, I felt, wasn't it? Like, slightly before H&M.
What, when we met each other?
No. Like, when I felt like when our friendship really locked in. Because I felt like during high school and stuff, like, we were cool. Respect each other. Like, I think we hung out a few times. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
But then I remember, like, once, like, we were out of school, like, we kind of were on the same frequency of, like, how we viewed the world compared to, like, other niggas.
Yeah,
so, like, naturally, like, we were just, like... Because I remember, it was, like, H&M... The H&M days, we would chill on the break, and I remember, because me and you have the best work ethic, so, like, we would go through the ciphers of, like, oh, it's me, you, and, like, all these other people smoking with you, and then eventually as time went on, niggas lose their jobs, and it's still me and you there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, damn, I wish I could honestly remember exactly like meeting you, because I remember like
I can't remember exactly, but I do remember. Dry told me his cousin went to BCIT. And I was like, okay, where's this nigga at? I'm expecting some other big dark nigga.
Big dark nigga. And then he sees my light skin ass. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I was like, okay. Summer ending sophomore year, going into junior year. You remember when I worked at BCIT?
Worked at BCIT?
Yeah, during the summer, I was like doing the maintenance shit. Yeah. That's when me, you, and Dry really started hanging out.
Yeah, didn't I work too?
I don't know. I don't remember if you worked there, but I know you picked me up mad times.
Yeah, I remember. I was thinking. I was like, why do I feel like I was up there a lot? So I was like, I think I was just helping you out. Yeah,
you picked me up mad times.
Real nigga shit.
And that's when
invest in your friends, you bum ass niggas, because when they make it and they got all the money, and y'all niggas just off of the strength of knowing each other want fucking money, you look like a bum. So invest in your friends. Continue.
Nah, facts. Yeah. So I would say that's probably when we started getting into smoking.
Yeah. Nah, facts. Yeah. Bad influence. I put niggas on the drugs.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. We weren't like.
It's crazy because now you're sober as fuck.
Yeah, I'm a sober ass nigga.
I let y'all know this man is sober as fuck. And I don't know if anyone believes in this, but you gotta keep a sober nigga around, bruh. If everybody off the drugs and shit, bruh, is not okay. Yeah. You need somebody who's grounded to be like, I ain't fucking with this. You always need that shit. So shout out to my boy Towan, because he's really sober as fuck. And like, I envy that shit, because like, I'm no drug addict. I'm far from it. But, you know, I smoke weed, sip a little liquor here and there. And sometimes I wish I didn't. Weed is very expensive, especially a nigga like me and how much I be smoking. But no regrets.
Yeah, I feel you.
But, nah. All right, damn. I really wish I could, like, vividly remember, like, some of our first interactions. Like, I remember chilling on your porch, like, on those, like, summer days. Like, that same summer when, we would go smoke like in the woods and shit. Like we were still on some young boy shit. Like
you remember when we was at the park in Delenco? You remember when we was at the park in Delenco and we were smoking and we were zooted, bro. It was over, and then we started hearing some shit.
Yo, yeah.
And then we thought I can't remember what we thought was about to come out like the bushes.
I remember that shit. Nah, when you're high out in nature, bro, and you start hearing shit crackle and the leaves move around and ruffle, you're like, whoa, what the fuck's going on? Nah, because I don't necessarily remember the Delran one, but I remember when we smoked in that weird park in Edgewater and we walked the trail, like, it got weird because there was a deer back there. And something about seeing an animal up close high is, like, scary, my nigga. Like, you really notice more shit, and it's like, I never forget that because I remember that shit right by the train station, if y'all know, in Beverly, Edgewater.
Oh, yeah.
Right by the train station, there's, like, a trail back there. You could walk it, and we used to go back there and smoke and shit. And one time he's literally out there, and we literally just see a deer just out there just staring at us. And it's like just being high and seeing an animal stare at you. It's a vibe.
Yeah,
it's a
crazy.
Vibe for real. I fuck with that shit.
Damn, you don't remember the Delenco shit? You don't remember when the Ranger pulled up on us, bro?
Oh yeah. Actually, I do remember that shit. Yeah, so he pulled up, and he's like, oh, you guys smoking that good. Like, he tried to act like he was bro and shit.
Yeah, it was wild,
and then he just said that, you know, I don't mind. He's like, I don't care, but, you know, sometimes the Rangers might pull up. He's like, I'm just giving you guys a heads up. I'm over here like, nigga, you want to smoke. Like, that's how I felt. I felt like you literally walked up on us in hopes we would have been like, you want to hit this?
Yeah.
Like, that shit was funny. Nah, I do remember that. Yeah. That was, see, that is Delenco, but in my mind, that park's always going to be in Edgewater.
I usually count it as Edgewater too,
like
but I don't know how.
Like when you said Delenco, that threw me off. But like,
nah, that does feel like Edgewater.
That is Delenco, right? At that point, you are in Delenco, but because it's so close to the skating ring, like if not on the same street, and that's the Edgewater skating ring, it's like
I know what you mean.
Know what I'm saying? It's like one of those shits. It's like it's kind of like in Beverly when you get on that one road, literally, like you go from Beverly to Delran like in like a split second, bro. Like that shit funny.
Yeah, so I remember that shit. And after that, I feel like we just started hanging out a lot.
Facts. It was like, we're just a dynamic duo. And it was cool, too, because, like, you ever met someone where it was like, even though, like, we were still growing and building the friendship, it was just like, yo, I just know this is my people's. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I feel like I don't always get that shit with people. Sometimes it takes time for the friendship to get to that. But, like, I will say, like, when I first met you, I was like, yo, this nigga thinks exactly like me, bro. It's like, I like that kind of shit because it's like, you get way more done when there's less like back and forth on what you're trying to do. When it's like a motherfucker just sees the vision, and it's crazy too because like I say even with like my music, you really fuck with it, and I think it's because like you understand my mentality. So it's
I fuck with it so heavy, bro.
It's like you just get.
And I'm not gassing, bro.
No gas.
Not gassing. No gas. This nigga was part of when that Spotify list came out. He was up there. That top 10 artist of the year. He was up there. He was up there. So it's no gas. And also, I also remember this vividly too when we were young boys, or I was a young boy. You weren't in high school no more. Like with the smoking shit, like I feel like other people, they be like, nigga, you don't smoke, like what you doing type shit. But you never put the pressure on me and Dry to smoke. You explained to us what it was about, and you said, you know what I'm saying, if you want to try it, you could try it.
It's always here, dog.
And you always said, bro, like smoke with motherfuckers you trust.
Nah, on God, bro, because I've literally seen people smoke with the random niggas and they have a terrible experience and they don't realize that like any high, remember I say this, any high is like certain percentage of it is the actual physical imbalance it'll give you from the chemicals you take in your body, but it's also like mentally how you take it. So it's like if you get high with someone that you're not comfortable with or not in the right setting, that shit in a way can traumatize you. So you ever met someone that say like, oh, smoking gives me anxiety? I'd be like, what? Smoking make me calm as hell, bro. And it's because they don't realize there's literally a trauma connected to the high, because obviously when they have got high another time before, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like things got bad or whatever. I always find that interesting, bro, because it really is trauma. Like everyone I've ever met who don't like smoking weed, bro, it has some type of trauma where it prevents them from relaxing. And that's why they don't realize weed is relaxing you. It's not that it makes you scared. You're making yourself be scared from it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you just kind of take the high as is, you realize, oh, I'm relaxed. But when you take the high and already have like certain underlining thoughts to it, it could go very bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen that shit with all types of shit. Like, I've taken, I've taken like shrooms one time. I'm not going to get into details, but I've taken shrooms one time it was a terrible time to do it, yo. I had to basically like tell someone something that was not easy to tell them. And I can honestly say, like, I don't think I'll probably ever do shrooms again. Like, the feelings and, like, what I felt that day when I did shrooms and, like, and my interaction with that person, it just has, like, a very bad stigma to it. So it's, like, even now, just the thought of doing shrooms, I think about that day. And it's, like, in a way, I can understand when people don't be smoking weed and shit because, like, it's a trauma. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But, you know, in all things in life, you overcome. So we shall overcome. But anyway, we're moving on to some of our topics. Basically, we're going to do a 2021 recap. Just going to start with some simple questions. How was your year? Like, how would you grade 2021?
I would grade 2021, for me personally, probably a 7. I give it a good 7.
7?
I think coming off of 2020, it was a lot better. For me personally.
So your 2020 was better?
I mean, no. My 2020 was worse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
2021 was better for me personally.
Wow, I completely agree.
I say, for me, myself, with this COVID shit, I was definitely one of the people to take advantage of staying home.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing, though. Like, you did it in a great way. You did that, and now you got your real estate license and shit. I know niggas who've been at home until the unemployment ran out, and they still at home. It's like, nigga, what are y'all doing?
Yeah. No, I feel that. But I would just wish I would have acted earlier. Or just kept working. I know, like, our boy Jalen, you know what I'm saying? He worked that whole time. And you worked the whole time, too, right?
Yeah, I've been working, too.
Yeah, I wish I just would have kept working the whole time. Just to stay active, just to...
It helps because, like, the whole world is getting this weird little shift where, like, people are lazy, bro. And for the first time ever in the whole society, you can be lazy and it's justified. And I don't know how other niggas view that, but that shit is scary to me. Because it's like, we all know niggas like being lazy, but now when you actually have a reason to be lazy, it's like, holy shit, bro. Like, niggas don't want to work. Niggas just doing nothing with their lives. Everybody's scanning and trapping, and it's like, half the people who actually do got jobs are underqualified. Like, one thing I'm gonna talk about in the recap that I've noticed in 2021. My 2021, I honestly give it a 10, bro.
Okay.
I would say last year was amazing. I dropped an EP, then I dropped my first debut project, and I learned so much. I view my years based on what I learned. So, like, if I went through, like I don't know about other people, but, like, even if I had a year where I was super successful and I made hella money, if I felt as though, like, I didn't actually progress my mental, to me, it wasn't a good year, because I feel like it's all about what you know, really. That, to me, is the ultimate value of someone. So it's like, I felt like I learned so much this year. Like, to even be here podcasting and recording the audio in Pro Tools, like, that's an accomplishment of mine. Like, I self-taught myself how to do this shit. And it's like, it's just something people can't take from you. And I really wish more and more people would do it, because it's such a lovely feeling, bro. When you tell yourself you're going to do something and you do it, that shit is probably the strongest high you'll ever get.
I agree.
Like, it's crazy, yo. Like, it's same thing. Like, I had my first performance this year, and as any of my friends is a witness, like, I'm not no crazy confident nigga, but I said I was gonna win that shit before I even got there. I got there, and I was telling the people there I'm gonna win that shit. And it wasn't even on some, like, confident, fuck y'all nigga shit. It was just like, bro, you get to a certain point in life where it's like, you just gotta want shit more than anybody else. And that's the only thought you need to lock into. You don't think about, like, oh, there could be other people who are, nah, fuck that. Just worry about yourself. So, overall, great year. Spent half of it in a relationship, the other half out of it. And honestly, I'm not even mad. I learned a lot. So I feel like as long as you're learning, you're winning. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even be mad at that. So you said 7 out of 10. I said 10 out of 10. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Did you get COVID this year?
No.
Me neither.
I don't believe so. No. I mean, I wasn't tested positive at all.
Same. I did not receive COVID at once this year. Actually, I think the only time I ever got COVID was the beginning of 2020.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this is the first year I did not get sick.
Bro, on God.
I'm not gonna lie.
On God, peep this. First year of my life, I never got sick with anything. I don't care who needs to hear this. Them masks is the best thing that done ever happened.
Bro, I love them shits, bro.
I love, even when it's wintertime, it's a nice little face warmer. Like, bro,
you
stupid?
I feel naked not going in the store with a mask now,
bro.
bro.
God, bro. I
love
that
the mask,
shit.
bro.
I love that shit, bro.
I'm not gonna get into it, but I don't understand the hate for the mask.
Bro, it's America.
Yeah.
It's all about, sometimes it's not about what's being said. It's just the fact that it was said. It's like, you're telling me I need to do something. That's an issue. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, even if you're telling a nigga drink water, niggas be like, fuck water, nigga. Don't tell me about that shit, nigga. It's like, bro, I'm telling you, just stay hydrated, nigga. It's like, it's just how it is in this country, bro. And like, a lot of people don't know this, but I'm not from this country, right? I was born in Guyana. It's a South American country. And I came to this country when I was probably like 8 years old. So like, you know, I actually remember a lot of my upbringing and shit from there. And it's like, being someone from another country and coming here, you notice certain shit that people like protect and take for granted here, and it's almost like, wow, y'all are, it's very foolish, because like as Americans we have this mentality of like self-preserving ourselves and what we think and what we believe, when we don't realize like sometimes you may not know what's best. So you should be open-minded to suggestions. But in this country, people don't like that, because it's not even about whether or not the suggestion's good. It's just about, I don't like the fact that you can tell me to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's a very ignorant, like, energy around it, bro. I find it very, very weird, bro. Like, it's very weird.
No, it is.
But, yeah, didn't get sick this year at all. I'm super hype on that shit, bro, because honestly, that's like a blessing. And honestly, right now, like with like the year ending, like everyone that I knew who did get sick, weirdly enough, had the vaccine. So I was over here like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I actually have the vaccine. I've been vaccinated.
My brother is vaccinated.
I have not gotten sick or felt any, like I didn't have any like some, like a lot of people I know got like a little cold and shit after they took the vaccine. I was chilling. I had a sore arm, and that was it. And then I was like, all right, well, I was expecting to stay in bed all day, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of hyped for it.
Some people I knew who did it,
and it didn't happen.
Busted. Really? So it didn't get you like super sick?
I didn't get sick at all. I was chilling.
Everyone I knew who did it, they said at first they were chilling, and then like they say for like 2 days they were busted.
Yeah, Stephanie got sick from it. She was like in bed all day type shit. So
okay.
I was like, hey,
you're special. You're a strong one.
But
I'm gonna look at these topics.
Let me see. Beginning of 2020, became a realtor. That process.
What is that process like?
So you can actually do this really fast. The school I did, I can't remember the name of the school, but
did you choose like the slower option or something?
yeah, I chose the 6-week program, and then I think they have like a 12, 14 week where you just do weekends. I did I think I did Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So I had class at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
How long were the classes?
What is that? 4 hours, 6 p.m. to 10.
Oh, where?
Yeah,
So it's 4-hour classes, 3 days a week.
3 days a
So
week.
it's like, okay, that's like 12 hours a week.
Yeah, there was also an option to do super accelerated shit.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that shit was 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. type shit. Like
what? Just 1 week?
Yeah, it's like I think it's 2 weeks. I think it might be 2 weeks.
Hell yeah!
So you just skate through that shit. But that shit was cool. I had a very cool teacher, Miss Cora. You know, say shout out to her. She was a lovely older woman.
Okay.
She was so nice to us, bro. It was incredible.
Gems?
Yeah, she gave us hella gems, bro. I love that lady.
Like, was she a realtor also?
Yeah. She was a realtor also. Yeah, she's a realtor up North Jersey.
So how does one get into the position where they can teach the craft?
I think you definitely probably need the experience, and then I feel like you might you probably have to take some tests to be qualified to teach. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not too sure.
Because I feel like you probably need to be qualified in the teaching. But I'm always impressed by people who teach a craft because it's like that. Like that's pretty amazing, guy.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying.
So like, finish the class. Then you have to take 2 tests. The school's test, and then you have to take the state test. Yeah.
What is the test like? Like, what kind of questions are they asking you?
They're kind of asking you.
Are you allowed to expose this information?
Maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, I was about to say. Are you allowed
there's some difficult questions on that bitch. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Like what? Just give one. I'm very curious. Is it multiple choice?
Open multiple choice.
Oh, okay.
Multiple choice.
Any open ended?
No.
All multiple choice.
Multiple choice in math.
Math.
Yeah, math.
For what?
Math.
Why?
I don't know.
Yo, I swear they always throw some random ass math shit in there just to throw niggas off.
Yeah. So there's some math shit.
So what? Like
there's 5 math questions. I remember that for a fact.
Like what? Square feet of like a counter or some shit. Like I don't get it.
It would be like math about mortgages and shit like that.
Oh, okay. Like the finance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me one. Like I'm very curious. Like legit.
Like a question.
Think of one question. Yeah. I'm just trying to gauge it. You know.
You might get a question of like when a person dies who owns real estate, where does that real estate go? You know
That's
what I'm saying?
a good question.
Yeah.
Where does it go?
Well, if you have a will, it's going to go to whoever you have in your will. Or if you do not have a will, it's going to go to any of your successors. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who is alive that they can find. If they cannot find anybody, I'm trying to remember. I believe then the state decides what to do with the property if nobody is found for you.
So, like, if you die and you own your house, they go look for your family members.
Yeah.
And if
a specific family member you have named in the will. If there's nobody specific named in the will, but you have
what if you don't have a will, though?
Yeah, if you don't have a will, then the state will decide what to do with the property.
That's ass.
If they can't find anybody, they'll go and try to find anybody.
Anyone that's related to you and be like, hey, they died, and it's like, would you like their shit?
Yeah.
So they just give it to you? But wouldn't that be a burden if it's not paid off or some shit?
I guess it could be. I'm not too sure too much about it. I just kind of remember that question from the quiz. I hope I'm not saying it wrong or not.
I'd be like, nigga, don't come looking for me. Shit.
But I feel like most of the time when people's houses are paid off, it's usually like older people who end up dying, and it's like they had the house for mad long. So usually the house is paid off, I'm assuming, for most people. That's the type of question that'd be on there.
No, I fuck with that. That's a cool question, though.
Yeah.
Now, I'm honestly, I could gauge it a little more and like what kind of questions they ask. That's a great question because honestly, as someone who don't know real estate, they should teach you that because that's an important question. Like, if someone dies, like, what do we do with this house now?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool.
So, I feel like this year too, I learned to not give up. Crazy.
One of the strongest things you can fucking learn in life.
I took that real estate test 6 times, bro.
Whoa, amazing.
I took that bitch 6 times.
I love those stories.
Each time, bro, I felt defeated after fucking failing, bro. I went in that shit every time thinking, I'm going to pass this shit. This shit is light work. And every time I would come out and I'd be like 10 points back. And I would just be fucking defeated, bro. I'd be like, yo, is this shit even worth it?
And then just kept going.
I just kept trying it, bro.
I love it.
Like I think you have to wait 24 hours before you can take it again. So I took that bitch every day.
Took that bitch every fucking day.
I took that bitch every day until I passed that shit,
I respect
bro.
the determination, honestly.
But I would also like, study hard as shit, bro. Until I got that shit.
Shit, honestly, that's how you got to do it, bro. Like, sometimes in life, bro, you got to just apply a pressure on yourself. Nobody's going to come into your life and be like, yo, go hard or whoop-de-whoop. So it's like, if you could do that shit on your own, it's like you've tapped into something a lot of people never will in their life. So, honestly, you feeling defeated after every time you did it and you went back on your own and you actually achieved it, isn't that feeling amazing?
Nah, it was a great feeling, bro. It was a great
Imagine
feeling.
if you just gave up. It would have put the 6 weeks that you did to waste. It would have basically, sometimes people don't understand. Failure is more dangerous than not trying. Reason why, when you fail at something, it tells you may not be of value or like you may not have what it takes. So the way you overcome that shit is you keep trying at something, because our ego makes us think we should be capable or able to do something at any time if we're doing it, but that's not how life works sometimes, you know?
Yeah,
so it's like, it's very important to like make sure you're trying more than just accepting failures, because when you fail at something, you now know you may not be able to do something, and it's like, what does that actually teach you? That's a very dead end interaction now.
Yeah.
You now know, I'm just not meant to, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing good comes from that. So,
I would definitely say you don't truly fail unless you give up.
yeah, exactly. So that's why you saying you kept trying despite being defeated, I was like, bro, that's amazing, because like sometimes failure is what most people get stuck at. They don't realize like that's just a part of success, bro. If you kept trying, for all you know, you would have been successful now. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a very interesting thing. Like, I find it very interesting.
Shit, at that, bro, every time I had to take the test, that shit was like $60. It wasn't a free test. You had to
self-investment.
You had to pay for that shit.
This nigga took that shit 6 times. $60 each, my nigga. Holy fuck. So you paid $360?
Yeah.
Let's clap it up. If you're watching this and you want to donate to my man. $360.
Yeah, bro. I was not willing to give up on that shit.
Nah, honestly, bro, after 6 weeks, giving up was never an option.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, like, that's how it should be with anything in life, bro. If you put in a certain amount of time in something, why would you ever quit? Even if you aren't there, you are closer to the goal than when you started. So it's almost like most people won't be able to view this scenario the way I would, but when I view that scenario, quitting was never an option. You don't put 6 weeks into something and fail one time just to let yourself think you're not meant for it. Because obviously the you beforehand thought you were. That's why you dedicated 6 weeks?
Yeah, I believe so.
6 weeks to learn that shit. As people, I like to think we're intuitive and we know ourselves, so it's like you're not going to let yourself do some shit that's a waste of your time. It only becomes a waste of the time if you just forgot the reason why you did it in the first place.
Yeah.
So, bro, I love that story. That's amazing. And honestly, I know there's going to be some niggas who going to hear that story and their outcome is going to be different. Niggas done gave up on the real estate test.
Right.
I hope if you hear this conversation, it encourages you to keep trying, bro.
Keep trying.
That's all you can do in life, bro. I always tell people, right? Let's say you have a bad day, you're not feeling good, whoop-de-whoop, whatever. Is that it? No. There's a whole another 24 hours that's going to come. And then one after that. Life goes on. So even if you don't want to, life is all about keep trying. So it's like you just got to do that shit in every way possible. Like, keep trying. Speaking of keep trying, we're going to talk about our 2022 goals, like stuff that we're trying to manifest in the year. I could start off. My personal goals, I want to get my my whole marketing brand of Rome a little more established. By that I mean I want to either somehow get a cool way of running merch and just like actually having a brand for myself, or just like doing something that actually can like solidify myself as like progressing with music. Because I feel like, especially with COVID and stuff going on, the lockdown, I feel like everyone's telling themselves like, oh, it's a bad time to be upcoming artist, whoop-de-woo. But like, I'm the type of person, I ain't built weak. So it's like when shit gets like that, my mind don't even think about what I can't do. It's all about what can I do with what I got. So that's my first goal, just to like better my branding with Rome and stuff. Also, my other goal, I just want to, I've already been working out and stuff. Like I spent like the past 3 months just going to the gym crazy. I look good. You feel me? But I just want to keep going. I want to make it a lifestyle because I feel like as a human being, men and women, there's no reason to not be fit. I feel as though, not to grade people harshly, but someone who doesn't take care of their bodies, where I'm at in life, I'm just going to view you a little negatively. To me, it tells me you may not love yourself. Yes, I know that's a little harsh, but yeah, I feel like your body is just as important as your mind. So it's like, if you're out here learning shit, whoop-de-woo, and bettering that, but yet your body's basically falling apart, it's like you're not fully in sync with yourself. And I'm just going to view you a little negatively with that. Not fat shaming or anything, because life happens, but there's always room to bounce back. Even after a kid, even after an injury, and you tore your meniscus or your ACL, and you've been bed rest for like 6 months to a year, you can always bounce back. And then my other goal is I want to find love, guys. I know, right?
Yeah,
crazy. I actually want to I feel as though where my life is going to go, I need to establish a connection with someone before I get famous. Because I'm the type of person, I won't believe nothing nobody says if I'm already established and famous and someone's interested in me. And I'm so content with myself, I will die alone. And I know my mom doesn't want that because I'm a beautiful individual. She would want grandkids. So with that being said, a personal goal of mine is not to have kids or anything like that, fuck that, but to legit start a relationship with someone, even if we're not even dating, but like just someone where it's like, yo, I want to fuck with you, build with you. But other than that, staying COVID-free, keep running the podcast because this shit's about to be fucking lit.
Yeah, facts.
We're going to have audio coming soon, guys. I said audio. I'm a fucking dumbass. We're going to have visuals coming soon. The only reason the first episode didn't have video is because we were kind of debating if we wanted to do the 4K on the iPhone or the 4K on the camera. We'll figure out. We'll get back to it. Regardless, though, I think the audio sounds pretty good, right? So I feel like this episode, just audio only, is going to be enjoyable. But, yeah, that's my 2022 goals. And how about you?
2022 goals.
Yeah.
I would say, well, of course, you know what I'm saying, selling some houses.
Of course.
A big goal for me, too, because this is, becoming a realtor is not my end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just a hustle. I feel
that's yeah, it's a hustle that I enjoy. I do have a passion in it. It's not just like I'm doing it just because. Like, and I do fuck with it. I do want to know about houses. I do enjoy the process of learning everything.
Yeah.
But my true goal, my true dream job is to be an concept artist in the world.
Bro, that's amazing because I think you're phenomenal at it.
So this past year, you know what I'm saying, I was grinding, learning from scratch. Like, I feel like a lot of, especially artists, you know what I'm saying, we all draw when we're kids, and we draw other characters. Like, I started off with Dragon Ball Z, you know what I'm saying, drawing them niggas, because them niggas is just raw.
Yeah.
And you do that, and you keep drawing characters, and you keep drawing characters, and you keep drawing characters. It's like, fuck, bro. I want to do something of my own. So you had to really put pride aside and go back to square one.
No,
I went back to
do
just
that.
drawing fucking circles, bro. Dead ass,
like
bro.
just redoing shapes.
Redoing it. Yeah. Circles, squares, cubes, you know what I'm saying? Learning perspective from beginning to I'm not at the end
It's
yet.
so interesting hearing you say that because you're actually a very phenomenal artist. So the fact that you went back to the basics drawing squares, it's like, bro, this man could probably draw a picture of Tupac. Like, he's very nice. Like, this man has drawn some very prolific things. So to hear him talk about drawing circles and squares, it's like you went back to the basics. And it's funny because, like, on, like, a music topic, sometimes I do that. Like, I find it, like, I feel like people might laugh, but, like, even though you know how to do something, you should go relearn it. So, like, sometimes, bro, I go on YouTube and I look up how to write a 16. Literally. And you know what's crazy? I watched the video not because I literally don't know how to write a 16. Go listen to my music. I know. I do it because sometimes it's good to know why it is you do what you do. Like, what the structure of it is. Because sometimes when you have an understanding of it again, it can help elaborate on, like, what you're trying to get from it. So I feel like you going back to the basics and drawing squares and circles, now, let's say, fuck all that, now you're trying to go at it. It's like your mind already has, like, a shift on, like, how to think about things and make it a little more different, intricate. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with that heavy, bro.
Yeah, back to the basics. Back to basic human anatomy. You're not going to learn, to all the niggas out there drawing, you're not going to learn human anatomy by drawing somebody else's shit. You need to draw from real reference, from real people. You need to understand
how you draw.
How you should draw. Or you don't need to draw the way somebody else draws. You draw how you feel comfortable. But you still need to understand how shit works.
In a way, that's the shit that kind of sells the most. Like, look at shit like Rick and Morty. That's not the best drawn show.
No,
it looks a little funky sometimes, but I think that's the point. The way it was drawn, it was different and unique, and still like considered human. Yeah, like so it's like I fuck with this.
Yeah, so going back to anatomy, bro. I would say that's probably the hardest thing that I've had to do, learn human anatomy, and it's not just like looking at a person and start drawing them. No, you have to know the muscles. You have to draw the muscles first. You have to go do the bones of the hand.
Actually know the structure of it.
Yeah, wow. So it's almost like taking a fucking like a medical course,
bro. You're blowing my mind right now because that makes sense. Realistically, if you kind of this character you're drawing, if you literally know like what and who he is, like you can actually draw him in probably multiple positions doing different things, because it's like it's not just a drawing. It's like, yo, this is a person I have in my mind and I'm like creating. Like, that's tough. Wow, I never thought about it that way.
So that shit's been a little difficult, but we're getting better at it.
Yeah. What other goals you got?
Big goal. Getting my own place.
Yes.
Big goal.
Big goals, bro. I agree. I'm with that.
Yeah.
And then what about because I know you how long you been in your relationship?
It's been 5 years.
Yeah. Any relationship goals?
Because
I feel like after spending 5 years with someone, they deserve to like. A lot of girls not gonna like this, but like, you date a nigga for 6 months to a year, y'all don't need no vacation.
No,
you bitches switch up like the seasons. So it's like, nah, a girl being with you for 5 years, she has earned a vacation or some shit like that. So like, you got anything like that planned with her?
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I always tell her that and I understand, and it's hard when you look on social media and you see everybody doing shit.
It. Yeah, bro. These niggas are broke just to take that photos though.
I
can't live like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like I can, like it's not. I'm not trying to spend my last dollars going on vacation just to know when I come back I gotta be straight at work, not missing no days because I'm broke.
Yeah,
it's like
that's what I tried. That's what I've been preaching to her, and I feel like she's understanding it. Now.
Bro, it's not worth it, bro. Like, ain't nothing better than going on vacation, coming back, and then it's like maybe you go to work for a few days, and then you could still chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to get to in life, where it's like I can work, get money, but it's like it's not like school where it's like, dang, I feel weird when I don't go.
Yeah. And not to say that we won't ever do vacations. Like, we do vacations with my parents every year, you know what I'm saying? So we still going. Last year we went to Virginia.
Lit.
Yeah. So we did some things down there, Busch Gardens and shit like that. Shit is fun. I love roller coasters, bro. A lot of them shits I'm addicted.
Really? I like I love Six Flags, bro.
Yeah, so
we honestly got to try and go there.
Maybe we should.
That shit.
Yeah, so we do trips, but we're not gonna break the bank, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, fuck.
I don't want to go on a trip to fucking Hawaii and then come back not in my own house.
Yeah, like it don't make sense. Nah, I feel you.
Or
bro.
I don't want to come back to my fucking 2011 minivan, bro.
When it's like I was just it's like priorities.
Yeah, I want to get shit right. I want to be able to, if I can, like, get my life here, like, to where I want. You know what I'm saying? We can start enjoying
shit.
the
crazy,
extra
bro?
shit.
A lot of people don't try to do it that way because I feel though as people, the longevity in our work ethic just aren't there. So sometimes as people, they scapegoat with the idea of like, oh, you're young, you should do it now, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And it's like, in reality, it's like, if you know you're on point with yourself, if you know you're a good grinder or hustler, why not just work now, put in the work, get yourself established. Maybe by the time you're 26, 27, it's like you can actually start doing all this lit shit. And I don't care what nobody got to say. 26, 27, that is not old, bro. Even 35, 40 years old, that shit is not old, bro. We do this weird thing as a society where we're ignorant as fuck. That's why there's racism. That's why there's ageism. That's why there's socialism. Bro, niggas will hate on you for anything. So you got to understand, when you just stay in your lane, you do what you do. Nigga, You know how mad all these niggas is gonna be when they were out here getting lit, going to Miami, impressing all these bum-ass bitches who are gonna be pregnant and dusty in like 5 years, right? When now, 5 years from now, you got your own crib, you're established, you can actually go on vacations and not break the bank. You got, like, you're making 6 figures, your life is good. These niggas are now on the grind of, all right, let me try to get a good job, let me now get my crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is wild, bruh. Like, yeah. It's not for me. I just couldn't do it.
I'll say, like, you know what I'm saying? We all watch sports. Mm-hmm. We all watch basketball, football. We know that a basketball player at the age of 35 is out of his prime, right? It's saying the same thing applies. If you're busting your ass in a warehouse at 35, your body is it's hard.
I don't know. LeBron James is like defying that.
That's a 1 in a million nigga, bro.
Yo, that's what I be trying to tell niggas. That's why sometimes I get so mad when there's a question on if he's not the greatest basketball player ever. It's like, bro, sometimes you just got to take it back to the anatomy. It's like what this man is physically doing. No one at that age was doing it. Also, he's doing it better than people 10 years younger than him. Yeah. LeBron James is dunking better than a 21-year-old in the league right now. LeBron James, phenomenal. I don't even want to get it. I'm a LeBron stan, man. Jordan, cool, whatever, but I just love LeBron, bro. And honestly, the thing that really seals the deal for me is LeBron just does a lot of real community shit. Like, I feel like maybe Jordan did, but, like, geez, it was never talked about. But LeBron, this man is about to send, I think it's 45 kids to college for free this year. Think about that.
And you might be like, that's not a lot of kids, how much money they got, but, like, that's...
Bro, let me tell you something. 45 kids, right? I guaranteed you each of them is probably going to a school where it's going to be $60,000 to $100,000 per semester. Per semester. So think about that. If they're going to school for like 4 years, let's do the bare minimum. Let's say $60K. That's $240,000 for one person. And he's doing that for 40 kids. Do the math, my nigga. LeBron James is dropping almost $10 million for 40 people to go to school. That's a lot of money. That shit adds up crazy. Because on top of that, the numbers I'm talking is just school prices. I'm not even talking about books, the what is that shit called? The room and board if they're on campus and shit. Like, college is expensive if people don't know. It's one of the greatest finesse. And honestly, I feel like it's like anyone who stayed in school during the pandemic. Whew, I pray for you, bro. Yeah. I really pray for you.
It's actually unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate, bro, because honestly, it's even harder than ever to get a job. And I personally believe that, like, the world's changed, bro. You don't need to go to school to get established jobs. Like, there's a lot of people who get into positions by lying now because at the end of the day, jobs kind of care about if you can do it, not if you're qualified to do it. So it's like you just got to get in the door. You just got to get in position to, you know what I'm saying? So I fuck with that shit.
Yeah. So all that back to say, you know what I'm saying, work your hardest now at 20.
Yes.
22.
Yes.
So then when you're 35, you could chill the fuck out.
Literally.
Or not work as hard, you know what I'm saying? You'll probably still be working. You most likely will still be working.
The grind is inevitable.
But, you know.
The grind is inevitable. I tell all my friends that. One thing about the grind, you're going to have to do it at some point in life. So you can either do it when you're young and able or do it when you have to. Personally, I say do it when you're young and able because there's a little more room for the fatigue and frustration that's going to happen regardless. But imagine being an old-ass nigga like he said, imagine being 35 years old working in a warehouse. Bro, you're going to be tight. You're going to go home every day mad. Your body going to be sore. You're just going to be angry. And I'm saying that because when I was like 19 years old working in a warehouse, that shit consumed my whole life. That was probably the least musically creative I've ever been in my life. I would go to work, come home, take a shower, smoke some weed, go to sleep, go to work, repeat. Yeah. Bro, that's literally how my life was. And mind you, I had that job for like 14 months. So 14 months out of my life, it was like that. I was barely making music. Like, it was just like, you're just like, nah, bro. I feel like if something's taken away from you like that, that's ass. And imagine being 35. Like, if it was busting me like that at 19, 35, nigga.
Yeah, it's gonna put a hurt on those knees, bro.
Every nigga, them shoulders, the wrist,
everything's gonna hurt.
Nah, that shit's actually gonna be really fucking wild. Okay, bet. I was gonna ask you, like, because I want this to be also like a music podcast. So, like, just throw out some of your favorite artists that you fuck with right now. Don't say me.
No, I got you. Right now, I like Brooklyn drill a lot. Or not Brooklyn drill, just New York drill a lot.
Who's your top drill artist?
Just in general, like not just New York.
No, like just it don't have to be New York because I feel like Brooklyn drill is like obviously New York sound, but like if right now the whole drill is your favorite sound, right? Who's just your favorite drill artist?
Favorite drill artist would be 22Gs.
You a thorough ass nigga. Because you know what's crazy? Me personally, I don't think like sonically he's the like. There's a lot of other people who sonically sounds better, but like the energy with his shit, I think it's the embodiment of literally New York drill, bro. And I think,
do. Yeah.
You know, he's one of the originators of that shit. So it's like it just makes sense. I fuck with you for saying that. Like the thorough niggas say shit like that. Yeah. Me, I like Sleepy Hollow.
Nah, I like him too a lot. Actually, I wish he had more of his own songs. A lot of the times you only hear him with Chef G.
Yeah. See, I think that's why he's trying to do his breakaway where he just did that album and shit where it's like more his music and shit. Because that's how they really came up. Chef G was really pushing it and like that's his boy, so he's just making hella songs with him. I don't know if you know the whole story, but like I think it was like a beef between 22Gs and Chef G, and like 22G's already being kind of put on and established. You beefing with him, that kind of puts you on. Yeah. And then Sleepy Hollow making music with you, y'all both on because 22G's will fuck with you, but like they make better music than you, bro. All dissing aside, bro, they make better music than you, bro. But you the starter, so that's something niggas can't take away.
Hey, listen, Chef G, I love your music.
Yeah. I
love that shit,
bro. I think Chef G is. I think Chef G and Sleepy Hollow just literally just makes better music than 22G's, but it's like they wouldn't have been making that music if it wasn't for him. So it's like you just still gotta give credit where it's due.
Yeah, I think why the beef? Stop beefing,
bro.
Right now.
That's the shit corny, bro.
Niggas, I want them to make songs together,
bro. Right?
I want to see them. I want to see a picture on them with them in 2022 of them dapping up. I want to see some like Kanye and Drake coming together type shit.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's New York.
Yeah,
New York is built around the king of.
Oh, so let me ask you this: what do you think? Because the beef. And not just with them, just with anybody. Because, you know, they beef with niggas outside of this rap shit.
Yeah.
But since that provides so much content, do you think, like, there's pressure from getting away from it type shit?
Absolutely, bro. Think about it. What I just said. Chef G was already rapping. His career, what broke his music, he was already making good music. But what got him a fan base and people tuning in was when he started dissing 22Gs. See what I'm saying? Facts. So, like... Now you gotta understand, you're gonna have fans now who actually fuck with your music after hearing it because you're tough. But the whole, like, the origin of your fan base is off of you having a beef with this nigga. So that's it's true. Like, I feel like it's always gonna need to be there to fuel it because, like, that's literally, like, that's kind of how a lot of good artists get on, bro. It's like you were already making good music. You just had to do something to get the crowd. And I feel like once they get the crowd off of that thing, they maintain it because... They're not fools. It's like, y'all niggas wasn't fucking me before, but the minute I start dissing this nigga, y'all tune in, bet. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that's what it is. Yeah. I would love to see them hash it out, but I just don't think it's going to happen. It's New York.
I don't really think it's going to happen either.
It's New York.
I would love to see it. I want niggas to stay alive. It's a dangerous game out there.
No, for real. I honestly would love to see it because I'm tired of seeing artists die, bro. Like, it's one thing when niggas are dying off of drugs and shit, whatever, but like, damn, to actually have your life taken... Like, what's that Drake line? He's like, niggas killed me, that's talent got wasted. Like, that's really how I feel about just any artist being killed. It was almost like, bro, this shit is entertainment to the most extent. Even if a nigga saying some shit to diss you, you gotta understand, it's to entertain these white kids who don't know nothing about this shit, who got nothing to do with this shit. So it's like, it's the shit that just sells. A nigga just trying to provide for his family. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that shit because, like, sometimes niggas be understanding. It's like, bro, this nigga got a whole fan base, all these white kids, whoop-de-woo. They like this ignorant shit, whoop-de-woo. He's not actually trying to comfort niggas or whatever, but it's, you know, that's not how it works, though. If that nigga in your city, you saying some crazy shit, nigga, we finna see what that shit about. Like, I understand the mentality, bro, because, like, it's just how it is, bro. Like, especially with music, anyone who knows this, if you in music for real, it's competitive by nature.
Yes.
It's competitive by nature, my nigga. So... What? You do drill, I do drill. Oh yeah, we can't be cool. Like it's just, I think it's that simple. That's why him and Sleepy Hollow are cool because they came in together. They got a respect for each other. Some of their best songs are together, so it's like it's established. We in this together. But with 22G's, it's like they just doing their own thing. And plus 22G's, isn't he backed by like Kodak and shit? Yeah. Like he's more backed by the Florida people, while Sleepy Hollow and Chef G's is mainly pushed by New York. So it's like they just got different peoples. I feel like there's never a need for them to come together if they want growth, because it's like they're both growing on their own, doing their own thing.
That's true, yeah.
But yeah, no, I fuck with that. Other than drill or rap, right? Throw out a genre that people wouldn't expect you to fuck with. And you got an artist that you fuck with in there.
Fuck.
Like some weird shit.
Just some weird shit. When I draw, I listen to like fuck, I don't even know what the genre would be.
What would it be?
I don't even know.
You know what I've been fucking with lately? It's like, I think it's called lo-fi.
I fuck with that too.
Yeah. Sometimes I play some lo-fi music, or I don't even know how to say it, when I'm just in my room trying to relax my mind. And like, I'm not gonna lie, like that's a whole genre of music that's mad chill, bro. Like I fuck with that shit.
Nah,
like,
I feel you. I'm trying to see if I can find
let's drop that bitch.
Type of shit.
I can't wait for y'all to see us, gang. Damn, I'm out here looking beautiful. You don't even know it. Towan look good too. He got the beanie on, got the dreads. Every time I see you, bro, you make me want to get dreads, bro. You make dreads.
Bro, I love the dreads.
Nah, for real. Your dreads are valid as fuck. Who do your dreads?
So I started my aunt started my dreads for me. She started to twist up. Right now, Stephanie has been helping me maintain my dreads.
Hey, I love to hear it. Put these bitches to work.
But when I get my hair done, like when I put my dreads in the twists, I get that done by Bliss Morris.
Bliss Morris? Oh.
Yeah. She has an Instagram.
I might tap in because I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about getting dreads. I feel like it's the year of dreads.
She does a really good job when she twists my shit up. It looks clean, and it lasts a very long time when it's twisted up.
And what, she oils up your scalp and everything, get you right? Yeah. Okay.
She does really nice, so...
I fuck with Shorty, bet. Alright, moving on. Who's better in PUBG, me or you?
Shit, bro. I'm gonna say you still.
Ah, really? Wow, this guy's too humble.
No, because this is what it is, bro. When we play PUBG, it's like we need a leader for real.
And I take the role.
You're the leader for sure, for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, the game runs a lot easier when you got a nigga telling you what to do.
It does,
sometimes,
bro.
Because like
niggas be like, where we going?
Yeah, like dead ass niggas like, what we doing next? Cause I feel that. That's why sometimes when we're in the game, and like
I feel like I need to be told what to do.
No, I feel you. It has a much easier, smoother run. Like, wow, we've been going for almost an hour, bro, and this is like
dead ass
butter. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
This shit's lit, bro.
No, I was gonna ask. I got some questions that I was just gonna go through and shit, just kind of like bullshit chat it up with you. But yeah, all right. I asked you who's better in PUBG. He said me. Okay, cool. Do you like New Jersey?
Yes.
Why?
I do. And I like New Jersey a lot more than I did probably 2 years ago.
So what has changed in the past 2 years to make you like New Jersey?
I don't know, really. I think I'm vibing with it right now, bro. I always, before I would always say like, yo, I just want to get the fuck up out of here. Mm-hmm. And I still do eventually want to leave New Jersey and just experience, you know what I'm saying, a different state or whatever, different, anything. But I'm very familiar with New Jersey. I know how to get around. I know where shit is at.
Yeah.
I have a career in New Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that.
And any place can become a great place when you're established.
Nah, literally. It's what you make of it.
So us being established right now, we think, oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? If we go to fucking California, we're going to have a better fucking life. It's like, nah, bro. We're going to be broke over there. Yeah. We broke over here. So that don't... It don't matter.
Yeah,
you still got to get established. So I feel like if we get to a point where we're established and we can get a house and we can live our lives and we have things that we want, New Jersey's not going to seem as bad.
Nah, I fuck with that heavy. For real. Damn, yeah. Me, it's a love-hate with Jersey. I don't like the seasons here. Like, I think the winter in New Jersey is wild disrespectful. I do not like the prices on things. Like when I found out what we pay to rent some things is the mortgage payments people pay in other states when buying stuff, it blew my mind because I was like, that should be illegal. That should be illegal.
Let me tell you something, guys. Why rent and pay somebody else's mortgage when you could just pay your own?
Exactly. And I want people to know that's what renting is.
Yeah, you
When
pay
you rent and you're paying those monthly payments and the landlord is paying his light bill and shit, what you're paying him is basically the mortgage. That's what you're paying. That's why when you rent, sometimes the lighting and shit's included, because it's like, bro, if he's just pitching out $400, $500 a month to pay for the water and electricity, and then you're giving him $1,500 a month to basically pay for the $1,200 a month mortgage, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's only putting out $200 a month.
Now, I know everybody's situation is different. You might need to get out your house, or you might not have a house to go to.
Circumstances.
So
I feel that.
if you got to rent, you got to do what you got to do. But if you can help it, like we can help it, we still live with our parents.
Yeah.
Save as much as you can. Or if you can room and you can split the rent so you're not paying just somebody else's mortgage by yourself, you're paying something reasonable. I would suggest that. But just to go in an apartment and pay that shit by yourself, or just you and your girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that shit.
Don't do that
if you could stay with your parents for longer, stay with your
Nah,
parents
literally.
longer.
I never forget that shit. My high school teacher, Miss Quick, she had told me, how old was she? I think she was like 38 at the time, or like 37 at the time. But she ain't moved into her house till she was like 33. And she said that like she spent her like 24s to 30 living at her parents' stacking her bread. And she was like, now she's literally living in a house that she's paying the mortgage for. She's months in advance on it. And you know what I'm saying? She's like, when you set your life up this way, it's easier, because it's like, bro, that bill to bill, check to check, that shit weak.
It's not a good life.
That's not a good life, bro. Because you know what it is? There's no room for fuck ups. And I don't know about y'all, that shit is inevitable. So if maintaining the progression in your life calls for not fucking up, you're going to fail. Real talk. So it's like you have to create an environment where despite fucking up, you're still good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't get it, but if you do get it, it'll change your life. Because like I feel like a lot of people really move like that. Like, oh, this is good as long as I don't fuck up. But it's like, what if you do fuck up?
Yeah.
Then what? And it's like, nigga, I can't think like that. It's like, nigga, yes, you need to think like that. Because to me, that's a very important piece of the fucking puzzle.
I agree.
Like, what the fuck? I fuck with that. But nah, overall, so 1 to 10, what would you scale Jersey? Because you actually said you like it. Me, I'm like,
even though I like it, I'll give it like a 6.57.
6.57.
Even though I like it, because
this
besides the living, and I understand where everything's at, and I know how to get around, and everything's easy to get to, we don't have really anything else. You know what I'm saying? We don't have. We have beaches, but our beaches aren't great.
Weak.
We have Six Flags, but how many times?
I mean, we do
can
have
a
Six
nigga
Flags.
go to Six Flags?
We have Coily Ray.
When a nigga been to Six Flags so many times, I know that bitch like I live there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
facts, bro.
just to be able to enjoy other stuff.
Six
but that's what I'm
Flags is
saying
tight
too.
bread,
Like, if we get established and we can be somewhere that we're familiar with, and we're to the point where like, yo, like fuck it, we can go to fucking, I don't know, Washington D.C. and look at the monuments and shit like that, or we can go to California for a week or something, or 2 weeks, and you know what I'm saying, you could still experience all the other
that'd
states.
just be great shit to come talk about on the podcast.
Yeah,
like, bro, we saw Mount Rushmore.
Nah,
facts. Kind of cool.
So you could still experience the other shit without having to move to the place. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually you're gonna move there and it's gonna become regular, anyways.
Nah, that's big facts. That's big facts. I like that. Yeah, but as for me, I would give Jersey like a 4 out of 10. I love Jersey, but like I feel like this COVID shit, this is like one of the worst states to be in. We're like one of the most densely populated states, so it's like there's just a lot of people per square feet out here, and like the way COVID work, I feel like COVID and New Jersey got a weird little inside job going on, because like I don't know, shit is weird out here. Nah, for real, bro. Like I know mad people that just got that shit, and I feel like for one of the smaller states, we've been affected very like big by this, so that says something, because you don't hear nobody in the middle of the fucking country like in Wisconsin. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on. Them niggas probably don't even know COVID is out here, right? But like out in Jersey though, shit is getting crazy.
I feel like we don't feel the pressure in America.
Of like what? Pressure of what?
Of COVID. Like we're not like,
bro.
Even though people are dying and people are getting really sick,
because this country is like such a like. Bro, this country is just like literally like crazy, bro. Like literally, it's funny you say that, because like you seen the thing we're just talking about, like I think it said like the past 3 months of 2021. What did it say? China reported like 10 cases of COVID,
sheesh.
Right? And then it's like the U.S. though.
Wildin'.
And it's over here like, bro, it's because, like, bro, the government over there, like, I'm glad we don't have this, but, like, they will shoot you if you don't fucking wear that mask. Sometimes you need that type of enforcement because this shit is deeper than us as individuals, bro. This is a whole societal thing we're trying to save. And, like, in America, there's no room for that type of thinking because this is America, nigga. It's about me, my land, my rights, my freedom, my speech. So it's like things are a little too personal here, and I don't like that shit because I tell you what, let the government be allowed to, like, lock you up if you weren't wearing a mask or basically falling in line with the just COVID shit. Bro, we would have no cases. Things would clear up real quick, bro.
Things would get
but because it's not like that, it's not going to get to that point because you got states like California where niggas is still outside. Got states like Florida where niggas is still outside. You got in between states like Jersey where it's like kind of separating shit. Still niggas outside, but like it's still rising. And then you got places like New York. Oh my God. You know how many people, bruh, it's just like, I feel like this is just a different type of area. Like America has a lot of different demographics throughout states and shit. So it's like, literally, it's like, it's kind of harder to maintain or control this shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And plus, with COVID coming back and it's the end of the year and, like, it's a festive time, people are traveling, I definitely think, like, the new year is going to start with a rise in COVID because I'm pretty sure there's a nigga who's probably from Arizona who came to New Jersey. Shout out my boy Augie. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas are out here moving around and shit, spreading shit, so it's like, it's going to happen, bro.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. But, I was going to ask you, motherfucking, hold on, I got to look at my topics, y'all. I'm still a little new to this.
How much time we got on there?
We're at an hour and 6 minutes, so I said we could go for like another 30 minutes, y'all. We bless y'all with a 30-minute podcast. I was going to get into this. I think this is very important because we want to be like a music-based kind of podcast. I was going to be like, because we've had this conversation before, but I want to have it actually recorded. I was going to be like, the effects hip-hop has on just the black culture. Do you think it's overall more positive than negative?
I say that could be very subjective, I guess.
Okay.
I feel like depending on where you're at, who you're around, it could be negative or positive. I say for majority of people who are experiencing, it's probably negative. And that's not like I'm not trying to like come at hip hop or anything. I love it. But we're very like influential. Oh, fuck, you know what I'm trying to say, right? So when all you hear is the way to make money is through drugs
and
or the way to get bitches is through drugs and selling drugs, or you know what I'm saying, or
it takes a toll on society.
Yeah, or when all the niggas you see get popping real fast is through gang violence and shit like that. It
makes people think that that's the only way.
Fuck, like this is how I should do it.
And I think about that shit all the time.
And that's not necessarily how you should go about it. I mean, I'm not going to tell. And some people's situations are different. Some people, you know what I'm saying, they grow up in these environments, and that's kind of what they're handed. Because we know we know a couple people. A boy Tev, he has a great heart.
Great heart. Street nigga, though.
Yeah, street nigga, though. But, you know what I'm saying? He's a real
good person.
Like,
bro. Other than the whole gangbanging shit, like, he's a solid. I know what you mean. Like, yeah. People like
person.
That give me hope. Because, like, I feel like that's someone who's just impacted by his environment. The choices that he made, sometimes they were made for him. And I think it goes to show, though, that he just made the best of it. Because, like, as someone who had to live that type of lifestyle, he's a solid nigga, bro. Like, he a good nigga. Like, he one of those people, like, you could come to him, tell him some real shit, and it's like, he not gonna be in no ignorant shit. Like, well, nigga, you shouldn't be. Like, nah, he might give you some real wise words and shit like that to say. Nah, that's crazy. See, me, on the whole hip-hop thing, I think it's, honestly speaking, I think the agenda being pushed in hip-hop right now is more counterproductive than it is productive. And the only reason I'm saying that is because if you just, like you said, you take a look around at the artists who are popping and what's working. If you just base it on that, basically, the past 3 years in hip-hop, if not longer, right, it's basically led people to think, if you want to be a popping artist, you need to gangbang, you need to make music for the club, and you need to kind of, I feel like, certain artists may not like me saying this, but you kind of need to be more relevant in the media than you do through your music. It's weird. Like,
No, I see what you're
the
saying.
music cool, but like as long as there's a reason to post you and
Mm-hmm.
like do something about you or whatever, sometimes they care more about that. And the reason why I say that, there's a lot of artists who are kind of ass, but they're entertaining as fuck. And it's like we've gotten to a point where it's like, I don't know, music has gotten so mediocre. It's like people don't care.
Maybe this is not a good example because he's not making any money. But look at YK Osiris.
Yeah.
It's like we see this nigga do this every day.
Everything, bro. YK is on the internet every day.
Every day, doing
and it's
some-
entertainment. And it's like, I'm sure his social media is growing. I'm sure his streams go up because people are like, let me hear this nigga music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're always just seeing him or some shit. And then even without a Drake feature, him just always being at Drake's house,
Yeah.
niggas obviously gonna care a little more about you. So that's a great example of that. But part of the reason I say that though, because like sometimes, you know, I like to do my own research on things. And like I had watched this podcast when the dude was talking about the average cost of a prisoner in the US, and basically like it changes state to state because, you know, a lot of prisons are privately owned, so it's all about like the market and the taxes of the state and like how the numbers crunch out. But like let's start in LA. The average cost of a prisoner in LA is $60,000 to $80,000, right? One person. So then it's like a lot of people go to jail because they commit crimes, right? Yes. Why are they committing crimes though? Most people commit crimes to survive. Some people commit crimes because there's an opportunity, right? And I feel like with hip hop nowadays, when the number one artists who were glorifying and allowing to still be a household name is people who literally got their money up from scamming or trapping and selling drugs, and then they push their music with that money. It tells now all these little kids, I gotta do the same shit. I need to trap. I need to whatever. I need to do something, get my bread up, push this music, and if I survive it all and don't go to jail, I'm gonna definitely make it. And I feel like a lot of people fall short in that process, end up in jail, and they ruin their life.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because like even in LA, I keep up with the LA culture a lot. There's so many hip hop artists in LA who are in jail, and it's like they were so popping at one point, and then they still end up in jail, and it's like it's just so weird to me that like people don't learn. It's like nothing makes you untouchable, bro. Look at people like Pooh Shiesty. Look at I'm trying to think who else. Casanova. Look at YNW Melly. Like
Yeah.
all these niggas do shit and then they get caught up in crimes, and it's like, what good is your career if you're behind jail? You're behind bars in jail. You know? And part of the reason I just addressed this shit because like it's crazy because it's like I always think about the mentality of a child, right? If I'm a child and I see somebody like Pooh Shiesty who made it, had the #1 song, and they were so big, and then I kind of like know the ins and out of like kind of how they did it. Like not the full detail, but I know like, oh, he was a thorough street nigga and like he got it out the mud. That tells me I need to go get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like it encourages it because it's like, yeah, I know niggas doing the same shit but turned out to be bums. Now I know somebody who did the same shit and became a big ass rapper, Pooh Shiesty. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I just think it's just crazy because who loses the most is obviously like the black families, because it's like I said, 60 to 80,000 per prisoner. That's just LA. That's just California. And just think about that. Who owns these prisons? A white man. Like, it's almost like all these people are going to jail because they were trying to be a rapper because they wanted a quick come up, and now you end up ruining your life. You didn't make it, and you're just making white people money. And it's crazy because, like, you know who ironically are the ones giving people the platforms to speak and interview? It's white people. It like, shout out to No Jumper, fuck with y'all, but prime example, Adam brings up nothing but gangbangers to interview. If you watch No Jumper and No Jumper was your source of hip hop, literally you would think there's no other genre but trap music. And literally you would think the only way to be established is to gangbang and to be some tough ass nigga. And I think that shit corny because anyone who's really from like an urban area or the hood, you know, a lot of these niggas be pussy, bro. They just know the right people and they just kind of get the gang to back them. And it's like, they're not even like that. And it's just, I don't know. I just wish we got more back to the real and like just fucking with real music. But yeah, that's why I really wanted to, discuss that because I will say, I think hip hop overall direction is going in is more counterproductive on our society than it's ever been. Because I think a lot of niggas are doing wild shit to make it, and they end up in jail. And that sucks because now the label's gonna keep making money off of you. Your family not gonna really get shit, and you're in jail, my nigga.
Yeah,
That's an L. Let me tell you something. If you're in jail and you're broke, that's probably ass. But when you in jail and you rich, that shit really ass. I know that for a fact. Not through my own experience, but I just know that. I guarantee you, being behind bars and wealthy is ass, bro. It just don't make sense.
Enjoy everything.
Yeah, you literally can't. You can't enjoy anything. It's just garbage, and I know niggas probably hate that shit. But fuck, man, I'm fucking losing my voice.
What's the time?
We're at 75 minutes, so I don't know how long that is.
Fuck, I don't either.
That's like an hour, 15 minutes, right?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, so we're coming down to the home stretch. Let's just talk about random shit. There was a hat battle I seen on the No Jumper podcast.
A hat battle?
A hat battle, bro.
What the fuck does that mean?
2 niggas bringing the top 10 best hats and having a hat battle. Some nigga shit, bro.
Okay.
Funniest shit I ever seen, though, bro. I watched that shit on the No Jumper podcast. And them niggas really had a hat battle. And I was like, yo, they're low-key onto something.
Nah,
like, bro, when you see it, they're onto something. Like, the way I see it, they can open up a lane of, like, you know how, like, people do covers together with people on TikTok and shit? I think eventually it's going to get to a point where, like, this fits off. Like, somebody going to post, like, a video of them, like, switching from, like, 5 fits, and you going to duet the video and post you with 5 fits, and then niggas going to be having, like, bro, I literally see a culture from it coming, bro.
I can see that, actually.
Yeah, so I fuck with it. And the way they did it was every time they showed the hat, they obviously showed it and whatever you like, just the way it looked. But they also had to kind of give a story to the hat. And, like, it was crazy because the dude House Phone wasn't fucking with that. But in my opinion, I was like, bro, I can't sit here and just like a hat you got. It's just not how it works. Everybody has a bunch of different opinions. So it's like, you do need to kind of explain to me what you see in this hat and why you like it. Yeah. And it was crazy. He was so like, man, what the fuck? I ain't trying to explain to you all my hats and shit. I'm over here like, what the fuck, bro? Like, so what, you just want to show a nigga a hat? I just be like, hard? Like, I don't get it like that. But regardless, though, niggas is definitely onto something. And I fuck with that shit. And honestly, I'm glad we finally were able to do this, bro.
No, I am too.
I feel like
this was actually pretty damn fun, bro.
Nah, it was pretty fucking fun,
cool,
bro. I actually look forward to re-listening to this and just capturing the vibes and shit. But yeah, y'all, this has been the first official launch of the WHOISROAM Podcast. Hopefully things only get better from here, and hopefully moving forward we figure out the video aspect, because we could have did it today, but we don't rush greatness out here.
Yeah.
So we was just like, you know what, we got the audio running. We just gonna do that. You got anything you would like to say to the world?
Yeah, man. I hope y'all keep tuning in. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Probably going. I don't want to say anything yet. We still got to figure out some schedules, but
yeah. I was about to say I wasn't even gonna speak on the consistency of the podcast, because like we gotta. My main concern is just getting everything set up before we're like, all right, guys, once a week, you know, say whatever. But we have a legit spot, and honestly, like my house is kind of always empty, so like. We could probably do this every Saturday type shit.
Yeah, I'd be with it.
Yeah.
Last thing, any new music from Rome?
Oh boy. Well, I just dropped 2 songs, D&D and Slide, January 31st. Oh, December 31st of last year. So it was my way of bringing y'all into the new year. Yeah, bro. Honestly, you know me. I'm like a fucking workhorse. My bad. See, my accents sometimes come out, guys. I'm like a work horse. You see, I'm over here speaking crazy. I'm like a what is the word? Work
horse.
I'm like a work horse.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I'm saying that because I'm actually cool story. I actually had a session already. I went to my one boy, because normally I record in my room and shit, but like I was like, you know what? I'm in a lazy mood. Like I kind of just want to step up to the mic, record. Like, I ain't trying to be doing none of that extra shit. So I went to a studio session with my boy Ray. Shout out Ray. I personally think he may be the best engineer in New Jersey. So anyway, I went to this man, recorded like 4 tracks and shit. I say like 1 is finalized. The other 2, you know, I'm a perfectionist, so it's like they're good, but it's like I feel if I go back a second time, I'll be able to execute them precisely how I need them to be. But yeah, I'm already like, you know, working up on some new songs. And cool thing, right? That same session, right? We did 6 to 12. At 12 o'clock when the session is done, my good friend who I just met, Choice, he comes into the session, right? Let me tell y'all this story. It's kind of crazy. So Choice comes into the session, and I know dude, but like when he walked in, he was just quiet. Like he was just watching me record, and like I'm over here like, okay, all right, cool vibes. And then like when I'm done and shit, and like it's his turn to take over the session shit, we just start vibing and talking. This dude explaining himself to me. First off, this man is verified on Instagram. This man has over 100,000 followers. And weirdly enough, someone who I left a comment on a No Jumper podcast for, his name was OG Suicide. The dude had responded to me, and I found his gram. So I followed him on the gram, and I just reached out to him saying like, yo, your story encouraged me, whoop-de-woo. Come to find out, this same man was Choice's manager. Small world. So literally, I'm like, bro, that's crazy. So literally in the session, this man FaceTime OG Suicide. And literally, I get to chat it up with OG Suicide. And it's crazy because, like, he gave me his number. I've already called him and spoken to him. And, like, he's actually going to help me get, like, more PR and press runs and, like, write-ups and shit. And it's like, bro, it's just amazing the power of, like, the good connects and shit. Because
Facts.
I got followed by both of them, so I know the connection is genuine. It's one thing when a nigga's saying he gonna do shit to you or for you, but it's like, if the nigga ain't even tap in, give you his number, or follow your gram, it's like, bro, you're just one of the million of people he's selling this dream to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like when someone personally gives you their information, it's like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And mind you,
facts.
I was texting OG Suicide. He called me. That shit blew my mind. Also, on top of that, Choice, the next day after the session and shit, this man FaceTimed me right after New Year's, like at 12-something, to be like, yo, bro, like, I know I just met you, but he was just like, you're really one of, like, the most interesting people I've ever met. And he's like, your music's dope. He's like, I want to really maintain this friendship, bro, because he's like, I feel like I really help you. And I was just like, that's just so genuine. Like, I fucked with that shit, bro. And then it was crazy because this man, I don't even know if I could say this. You know the song by Young Blue?
Nah, don't say it.
Don't say it. All right. But yeah, bro, like,
we don't know the ins and outs for that.
Don't even know the ins and outs. But regardless, bro, this man is very tapped in. Like, he does a lot of behind the scenes shit. Like, bro, the session I was in that I got to watch him, he was writing a reference track for Rihanna and The Weeknd.
Fire, bro.
Fire. And, bro, peep game, this man's in there, and he's over here, like, bouncing ideas off of me. Like, he basically did that shit himself, but, like, he was just, like, asking me about, like, certain melodies. He's like, yo, you fuck with that? I'm over here, like, I'm even flattered. You're asking me, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
Weeknd and Rihanna never asked me for shit. Like, what the fuck? But, bro, that shit, it just blew my mind, bro. Like, he's written some stuff for Kanye. And believe it or not, I don't even want to speak on it, but, like, there's this connect he's trying to do because, like, there's an artist that Kanye recently signed. And part of the reason he was very fascinated by me was because he was like, yo, you sound like him, if not better. And I was just like,
shit.
What? And he was like, bro, realistically, he was like, maybe you can try to see if, like, we could set you up for you to maybe write for him. Because sometimes that's all you need. Like, you gotta kind of have to uplift somebody else for maybe them give you the opportunity for you to go up. So it's like, I'm fine with that, bro. I'll write you a fucking banger. You go up off of that shit. Because, like, you going up off of it tells me, oh, they gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, I don't even mind that shit. And plus, I'm really built for this shit. Like it's a sport. So it's like, I'm the type of person, bro, I write a banger every day. Like, I feel like some people don't want to give songs away or do shit because they be like, can I do it again? Yeah. I killed that shit super early in my music career. Because, like, I used to have that thought, bro. I used to write a song and be like, can I do it again? Like, I used to have a fear of, like, I don't know if I can do this again. It was, like, weird. But then eventually it got to a point where it was like, I mean, I did it again.
It'd be like that. It's the same thing with drawing and shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's like when you do something really dope, you're like, I don't know if I could do that again. It's like, where did it even come from? Or, bro, I was about to say, don't you have a drawing that you had in your room that literally blew my mind when I seen it? I think it might have been a Biggie one or some shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I had the Travis Scott shit on my wall.
Yeah, bro. This man has the illustrated Travis Scott shit, and, like, the shit looked like it's a drawn photo. Think about that. It looks like it's a photo somebody took and they put an effect on it, so the photo looks like it's filled out with pencil lines and shit. Like, fucking amazing. Fuck. But yeah, man, that session was cool. Like, I swear, life is so interesting, bro. The most important lesson I learned that night is the importance of just being there. Like, you miss so many opportunities when you're just not in the right place. And by that, it's like, all right, if you're an artist, you should be at studios. You should be at places where other artists are. You know what I'm saying? And it just made sense because, like,
you just gotta surround yourself.
Yeah, like,
by the type of people you want to be.
Honestly, I'm happy I did that shit because, like, someone who's just always recording in my room by myself, I would have never had that experience. And you know what's crazy? He had hit me up already talking like. That was, like, one of the most fun sessions I had. He's like, yo, you and your niggas are, like, retarded and funny as hell. Because I had my boy Miguel there and, like, my boy Augie. And so it was, like, a good dynamic of people. Like, he got to kind of see, like, the culture I bring with me. Because, like, yeah, I'm a nigga, but it's, like, I got my white boy. And I got my boy Miguel. Like, he's a chill nigga. So it's, like, I ain't bring, like, my rowdy niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, like, overall, it was just cool. But, yeah, bro, that was an amazing experience. And, like, yeah, like, honestly, I feel like that was such a great way of because that was the last day of the year.
Oh, yeah,
like, yeah, because, like, I came home. Wow, that was yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Wow.
That was fucking yesterday. Yo, I've been so out of it. Your boy was busted for the past 24 hours. I was so bed rest. I was, like, done up. Your boy was off the Grey Goose and no sleep. I was done up.
Yeah.
But I made it. My boy Towan, he was bothering me. He didn't want me to sleep and shit. I was like, nigga, I'm going through it, cuz. He's like, nigga, wake up at 1. I was like, I don't know, cuz. Like, but yeah, I think that was a great way to end the year. Overall, do that thing you said you was gonna do, bruh. You only disappointing yourself. Because honestly, nobody really gives a fuck. Yeah. You gotta give a fuck.
Keep trying.
Keep trying. This man failed 6 times at his realtor test. And he's now a realtor. So the story is he got that shit done. You know what I'm saying? It's truly beautiful. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna wrap it up like that. This has officially been the first WHOISROAM Podcast, and this was our audio only episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Look forward to seeing you guys the next time. And yeah, we're out. Stop recording, bitch.